Welcome back to another episode of the Professional Hippies podcast. You have, of course, your host. You know who we are. We have our guests.
You don't know who I am.
I guess, yeah. We don't know who Tyler is with his stupid hat. Host Dylan Whiddon, other host, better host, Colton Mewborn, host brother Tyler Whiddon, and this is going to be our Hulaween, post-Hulaween episode.
You're the editor now, so like the Hulaween logo should just kind of open up right there.
The more you know.
It's just a link that opens up and swallows you. Hulaween.
So, how did we feel about it, fellas? I mean, we did a little pre-pod.
I thought the festival was great. I could definitely tell a lot of people, if you've been going for many years, there's definitely lower budget than years past, for sure.
Really? Because I thought this year's supposed to be sold out to big pharma or whatever.
Well, that was the thing. It definitely like had some investors take over, and they definitely didn't have
the dollar.
Maximize the dollar. Yeah, you could definitely tell. People that have been going for many, many years can definitely tell. But if you've been going for the past year or two, it was the same great Hulaween. And I thought it was also the same great Hulaween. I've been going since 2015.
People always make the place.
Yeah, and I still think they put on a fantastic job. It was a great festival overall. Production of the stages was great. There was just like just to knock it off first, like they had definitely less art in Spirit Lake than they normally have. Like usually Spirit Lake chock full of stuff, right? Like, usually like every little space has something.
And the art's easy because normally the artists want to bring their art. Like they'll pay to install it and everything. Like you don't.
Correct. Yeah, but like here's a great example, right? This is if anyone's ever been to Spirit Lake for many years, they usually have this like seesaw thing, but it's a big cock, right? And you can ride the seesaw back and forth. And then when you do that, it spits fire at the top.
Yeah, dude, I love these hand motions. They're doing it for me.
It would have been perfect for this year because it was freezing cold, and they didn't have that, right? And that's normally there. The fire dome was there, but it wasn't the stage.
The fire
it was
boob,
just,
if you will.
It was just like the boobs. Yeah, the fire boobs. And it would like, it was like a chill area. Now, they did create a stage, and maybe they had it last year, I don't know, but they did create a stage, kind of like their 360 version called Off Limits, which instead of basically having a wall as like the 360, it was just an open concept, and then they have flames coming in from the side with speakers all around. It was great. I love that version.
Sounds awesome.
Way better.
It was like a gazebo in the middle, almost.
Yeah.
And they were all, everyone was up in there. They had a little crew with the DJ and stuff. It was pretty, that was a cool stage.
I think that's what the Native Americans used too. Is that the same stage they used way back when?
Exactly. Yeah. They just reconstructed it. They took the bones from the ground and built it.
They used the same blueprints that they had.
Yeah, right.
And it was great. And they had another like church thing there that was pretty cool. Like the dark side of Spirit Lake. That's always been pretty neat. But that gets bigger and bigger every year.
Did you guys get naked and go in the river?
No,
it was
freezing.
I know people did. For sure, someone did.
People did.
No,
I was like, no, I will take her.
Pretty chilly. It was cold.
You did get into Spirit Lake on the last night.
Yeah. There were some people that got in there and they realized what Florida muck is.
Yeah, you could definitely tell they were not from Florida. They get in, they're like, it smells like swampy here. We're like,
I considered it for a hot second, and then my brain, the muck did not deter me at all. It was cypress knees. The thought of running on in there, and then you're stuck in the muck, and now you're trying to navigate cypress knees.
I know that. Yeah, Tyler and I said that. I'm like, they're like, oh, it's mucky, and I'm like, yeah, I know those toes are hitting.
Poor guy immediately went in there with Crocs and lost them both.
Oh yeah,
didn't even stand a chance.
Yeah, what are you thinking, dude? Well, I mean, I feel like Hulaween's, until they lose like their core, people have been going for 10, 15 years. People always make the place, and for a festival like that, I think it's more about not fucking it up than it is making it the greatest it's ever been.
Yeah,
because it's
they're-
already
they're trying so hard to keep the feel that they've always had, right? Like I'll get another great example is like they had a couple stands there that they normally haven't. Like there was a Zen stand.
okay.
There,
Yeah, some branding going on for sure.
There's like some branding stands that you'll see at like EDC. Not a big deal. They just never had them in the past.
Right.
And
No,
just
I'm
all of a
cool with
sudden-
Zen. Like on brand, like Four Loco, EDC,
That type of
box
stuff.
where you're like, okay, Shaq, it's EDC, I guess.
So
I get it.
if we have to, sure, I guess.
Yeah.
No, you can tell they're trying to they're really trying to hold on to as much as the private, what it looked like when it was privately ran.
I'm not going to be that upset if there's a Domino's instead of a Swamp Pizza slice.
Yeah, but the guy that's been helping run it for years, Paul,
have a swamp pizza.
He made a statement years ago. Was like, "Hey guys, like in order for us to keep going, we're going to have to do this, and there's going to be some influencer type people there. There's going to be." He made the statement like, "For if you would like the festival to keep going, we're going to have to make some changes." Unfortunately,
I did hear. I feel like the one thing I heard most people comment on was the camping being changed, and in particular how they did the late night stuff. And I kind of felt like people always said, now again, my first year there, they were cutting you off at like 4:00 or 4:30 or so with music. And the Wooksville, which is supposed to be like just goes on into the night and into the morning, they had a silent disco there, which I get it. They were probably just trying to follow some ordinance that they had set up.
Get it out of here. Put it in the same
it
category as the people that bitch about music being too loud, and you're at a festival.
Yeah,
you are
but
at a festival.
And normally Hulaween's been one of those places because everyone's camping out in the woods. Music would go to 7 a.m. But they had people like the festival organization was coming around shutting down people at I think it was 4:30.
Who asked for it? Who asked for it? Fuck them.
Yeah. Like, who are the people? I'm like, who are the people? There's no one living around here. We're in the forest. I don't understand.
Go fucking police a frat party and start handing out waters when they get too drunk. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Hey, like it didn't make sense. I only could assume it was just older people at Hulaween that have complained enough to do that. And my assumption is there's people because that Swanee Music Park has festivals all year round, right? Yeah. So I assume there's just older people that go to all the festivals all year round, and they just complained enough.
It's the RV people, dude. They lose touch with fucking what it's like to come up from the muck.
Damn RV people.
Yeah,
my dog can't sleep. I need to.
We need to be like some cypress knees and rise up. Fucking give these people some hurting and remind them that's where you came from. 7 a.m. benders.
And there would be people though, they'll push it. There would definitely be like if you didn't have like a big setup, they would kind of you could like once they left and now they had to go shut down because there's only one organization or one team going around shutting them all. So if you gave it like 20 minutes and now they left to go shut down the other one, you could probably give yourself another 45 minutes of.
It's just annoying to have even to think about it. You know, like it's a music festival. Like fuck off. They should have like quiet areas.
Yeah, and they have the space. They could do that actually. Those front campsites where we kind of ventured into when we first got there.
If you're worried about that,
they could categorize that as just quiet camping.
We first got there, right? And we took a turn and then I went and we drove up into this little wooded area and we stopped. I was like, hold on, let's figure out where we're at. And we realized we were kind of off the path I was wanting us to go. So all of a sudden I'm like, all right, let's everyone get back to the car. And Joey's like, where's my phone? And I'm like, what? What do you mean? We just got out of the car and got back in. We could not find his phone anywhere. I'm like, Joey, we just pulled into this place,
Lovely.
And for people that don't understand Hulaween's not like one of the, like a Bonnaroo or Okeechobee or maybe even Electric Forest where they kind of direct the traffic to your parking spot. Once you get through check-in,
into the woods and
they go figure it the fuck out.
If you had a lot of people drive intentionally into the woods but didn't tell them where to go, that's what it is. It's just
you're driving in the woods, and so especially if you go in at night,
it's the closest we can get to homesteading.
And so the whole weekend it's just people finding gaps. All weekend, just find a spot.
Direction.
Between
that pole and that pole.
Hey, eventually you hit a river, you've gone too far. All right,
Right.
turn it around, and you'll be
It's
all
either a
right.
river, a fence, or someone already parked there. Don't go in that direction.
If you see a guy with a shotgun, you've left the property. Come back. So we're looking for the phone, and I go, Joey, did you leave it at the gate up there? Because they had to take his phone because he left his ticket at home, and
Perfect.
Joey being Joey here, and so he left. He takes the phone. They take his phone, and I go, did you leave it at the front? No, I had it here. And I go, all right, well, we got to figure it. We'll figure it out. Put a pin here, and if we can't find it in the truck, then we know here. It's here in this area. So then we start leaving, and Joey's like, oh, wait a minute. I left it at the front gate. She still has my phone. He goes, can you drive to the front? I went, hell no, dude. You go that direction, and we're going to go that direction, and you're going to have to figure it out, buddy, to make it back to our camping site and communication. Now, thankfully, it was a Wednesday night. We paid the extra dollars to get there early, so they were still pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Like at that specific time, as we were getting there, because people were still in the festival or setting up, there was still a little bit of good communication that you could do.
Yeah, that's a
I'll add to this. I was in a vehicle riding behind Dylan. I was driving my own. And at one point, I see him almost like just kind of catty corner into the road, almost like, and I just see Joey jump out and just sprints down the road away from us.
I go, you best hurry, boy.
There he goes with no phone, just into the woods.
I go, pitch black. I go, he goes, which way's the front? And I go, follow that road, that direction. We're going to go that direction. Give us a call when you get your phone.
I'm sticking with Dylan. Okay.
Perfect. That's what you want right there, dude. That's what it's all about. Night one, hour zero. What do I do? I don't know, man. You figure it out, though.
Yeah, we get all the way to the back. Finally find a nice big open area, and they had like the caution tape. I just go and rip down that caution tape. I'm like, no, we're camping here. And this guy comes over and he's like, as anyone does that blocks off space, I'll hear you out. Let's see what you said. Oh, we got, as I'm like throwing stuff out, I'm listening to him. I'm like, oh, right. I go, the only thing that's going to stop me is if you're about to say you're about to set up a renegade. That's the only thing that's going to stop me. None of that. Oh, we got a bunch of friends coming. And I go, when are they coming? Oh, and tomorrow? Got it. Well, this is where we're camping, and they can camp over here. Got it.
Is this y'all's stable?
And he's like, okay, well, you can have the corner. I go, thanks, Mr. Running the Forest.
All right. We camped by the water one time. Same thing, car camping. I parked, and I was like, I feel like if another car comes in here, I could get blocked in. So I'm just going to find the people that I'm kind of squeezed in with, make sure they're cool with me squeezing in. Talk to a couple people. They're the whitewater raft guides. Blitzed out of their mind on, I don't know what. They look like they're having a blast, though. So, hey, sorry to interrupt, guys. Anyone know any of those vehicles? All the hands pop up. Yeah, that's my vehicle. My vehicle. Or like I'm gonna give them a ticket or something, And I was like, "Am I okay there?" Like, is the sky blue? They could give a fuck. And then at some point, we're going to leave. Or no. 2 days in, tractor pulls in behind the truck, parks there. Okay, a little weird. I'm not going anywhere for 2 more days. Let's see what happens. Abby goes to start putting stuff in the truck. Apparently, whoever is the owner of that tractor got a little miffed that I parked my truck there. And got saucy with Abby and was like, yeah, honestly, I was waiting for you guys to have to move the truck so we could have a conversation. He's like, a conversation about what? We checked and everyone was cool with us parking here. And he's like, oh, well, that's where I parked my tractor. And she's like, so shouldn't you be upset with everyone else? Not us? Like, we cared. We checked in. I was like, what? I mean, what the fuck is the game plan sometimes? I parked my tractor here. It's a fucking parking spot, dude.
Hey, you should have parked your other tractor here, so no one parked here. So when you brought your other tractor back, you'd have been fine.
The reason I said that, my favorite part about this, when I thought about it, we were driving down the road for a little bit, and I was like, I kind of feel bad for the guy because the entire time we're there, the DJing, whitewater rafting, hot water springs, like I'm having a splendid time painting, just taking in nature and the early mornings for all they're worth. I had a blast. I know whether it was at the front of this guy's mind or somewhere in the back, but not quite out of sight, out of mind, was the thought of having a conversation with me that he never got to have. The whole weekend.
These city folk coming in here with their feet
dude.
You know, I'm not feeling it right now, but we're gonna have it.
Yeah, dude. I know. There's just, I don't know what percentage of his brain bandwidth was taken up of the thought of me. But I was like, that sucks, dude. You could have parked your tractor 10 feet the other direction and just had a great weekend.
Could have done it. And at the end of it, he was like, you know, he's lucky I didn't have that conversation with him.
Yeah, you know.
Could have pulled his truck right out of that spot if I want to.
Yeah.
It was a small tractor too. It wasn't even a big one. It was like a.
It's compensating at that point, man. Jeez.
It was like a shrub mover tractor, like
Man,
just
a
like
small
a
tractor.
Yeah.
How about this, buddy? Pull somebody else's car out of the way with that tractor, not mine. Somebody else's.
Not mine. Don't touch mine.
So we got everything set up. We went and did a walkabout, get the lay of the land for Joey and his buddy and Tyler, because Tyler's first time there. And you know, it was kind of fun. I was waiting for Tyler's experience because he's only had Burning Man and EDC for camping.
Burning Man.
He's only served in Vietnam, South Korea.
I'm like, this isn't. There's no assignment here. There is, you know, you only had nice. Hey, here's welcome. Funny. Here's your check-in. Here's your key
bag. Thank you for coming.
The pool is down the way to the left. You know,
if you need a hot shower, they're only 100 yards that way. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I think seeing Tyler at the hotel after Burning Man, just pulling in there. Maybe it was Home Depot was the last time I saw you there. I don't know. But the thought of, hey man, how you staying awake? It's like, well, every 5 minutes, Austin slaps me, and then I just, you know, kind of stare forward for a little bit, so I nod off.
Kind of brings my attention back forward for the moment.
Just running off hopes and dreams.
Yeah. So the first night too went great. I mean, we had immersive tape B, then immersive tape B back to back. That was cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Immersive tape B, immersive tape B back to back. That was cool. We were pretty close up front for that show. Got to go explore Spirit Lake after that. That was big dubsteppy night. Wonky Willow.
Wonky Willow. I was excited to see him. I've been waiting to see him, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's at Hulaween. How convenient. Great set too. They only did it for like 30 minutes though. And he pulled a hell of a crowd. But
yeah, it was weird. They gave him a really short set. I guess maybe it was one of his first big Florida shows.
Yeah, he's like this year started doing some his festivals, but that was really good, man. Bravo.
It was scheduled for 30 minutes. Willa. That was the thing. It wasn't like...
Oh, it was scheduled for 30?
Yeah, it was a scheduled 30-minute set.
Sunset set, by the way. Like, started during daytime.
Scheduled for 30 minutes?
Ended at night.
At sunset. Yeah, it was so weird. It made no sense, but it was like, all right.
Stand corrected. I mean, I guess,
the first like, dubstep of the whole weekend.
Of the weekend.
All the whole day before, I believe. There might have been some techno people during the day, but just first guy
that was the only thing that I loved and hated at Hulaween was the focus on like kind of everything but dubstep. But you have dubstep there. I don't know, dude. It was just enough to kind of give me blue balls with dubstep where I'm like, more. And they're like, no, dude, you got 2 hours of string cheese incident over here. I'm like, okay, that's fun too. But
they got a little, they would get more.
I mean, Millennium was there.
Yeah, they would do more of the dubstep stuff towards the end of the night. Like that was always the closers too. They had the secret sets at that 360 stage, off limit stage.
Oh yeah, and, it's there for sure. Like I saw Gigantic Nightmare there, and that was a blast. It was like melt my face, and then they're like, "Okay, you got an hour and a half of Goose coming up. Lock in." And I'm like, okay, cool.
It was
Hold on,
cool.
let me get my titties out. Who's got a hula hoop?
It was cool. I think it was the second night. There was, and we can jump back, but the second night we did go sit up on the hill, like at the main stage, watch a bit of.
Oh yeah,
great.
Joey wanted to go lay on grass somewhere. He just said, "I want to go lay on grass."
To touch some grass.
That's a
I like to
reasonable
go lay on
request.
grass. I'm like, all right, Joey.
Yeah.
I love when people that don't normally take like a leadership role, you give them that role. Like that's what you want. You lead us to it. Where do you?
Yeah.
Find the.
Oh, it's awesome because one, you have a side quest, so you're like, suddenly I have purpose, and then you're like, let's throw a wrinkle in it. You go find that thing, and I'll just be here to make sure you don't get in trouble.
I want to know. I want that too, but you wanted it
Sounds
first.
great. You know, snow cone. So I'm all for it. Where's it at?
I go, you know, Joey, where are we going? Like, where he wants? He goes, all right, here, and he sits down, and it's right next to the main walk path that everyone's walking by.
Yes.
And as Hulaween usually is, because it's dry, it's super dusty.
Yes.
So it's just kicking up dust. And I just sat there and I was like, Joey, let's go. Let's go. You know, I went and found a spot. We go up the hill. We sat in front of the Hulu sign, right on the hill, which is great. Listened to Cheese for a little bit. Great show, man. Always love me.
Beautiful show, man. I didn't know what to expect.
Women at Santa Fe. That's what they made sure to let you know.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect with them, but that was great. Just all the visuals on the stage, it was awesome. They did there, and then as soon as that stage went dark, just pivot your head to the right.
That is what's cool about Hulaween.
Disco Biscuits comes up on the other. I think it was Disco Biscuits come up on the other stage.
Stages set up back to back.
Great show.
I really want to see Disco Biscuits. When you guys said you got to see them, I was like,
those were cool. The problem was his first whole like 15 minutes of the show, there was someone took the bass and cranked it.
It was still set up for tape B. Just the bass
it was
still
like still one of the
little too much where you're like,
dude, whoever was up front to the left side of that stage no longer had hearing.
Yeah,
it was overblowing everything on the stage.
I don't know why
you guys are sitting too, because that does throw things off.
No, because they ended up fixing it eventually.
Oh,
it was just like obviously the sound people weren't catching it where they were, and so eventually I'm sure someone just had to come tell them. Like it was overdoing sound, overdoing everything. It was wild to just kind of hear that, and but they got it fixed, and then it was a great show. They did put on a great show. But
and then as soon as that show was over, it's just I had forgot Millennium was supposed to be going on that night.
I forgot Millennium. I completely forgot Millennium.
That show closes out. You're like,
closes. It's quiet.
That was peaceful. What a nice.
And did you get like the Millennium?
Oh, everything.
Coming from main stage, just the Millennium comes out heavy. It just throws down for a little while, man. I leaned it down. I was like, I gotta stand up at this point. There's not much.
Dude, I love that so much.
You could see everyone that was like itching, that wanted that part of their brain itch too, just started freaking out. Everyone was going nuts.
Just the magnetic
crowd didn't
pool.
change. It was the same people. it's like the personality shifted rather than everyone like, oh, I'm not into this. No, same people. It was just.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the beautiful part about Hulaween. Like the lineup, you get a taste of everything. Yeah. I didn't quite get full of anything. I don't know the jam band thing. I felt very satiated there, but at the same time, that was the first time.
They were heavy on jam bands this year. I was able to talk a good friend of mine from a client to come from Portland all the way to here to come see it because he went to Grateful Dead back in the day. He saw. Joe Russo's Almost Dead. And so he knew of Swanee Music Park, but he never been to Hulaween. He's like in his late 50s. I was like, dude, you've got to come to Hulaween.
Yeah.
This is, and he came. I got to see him and talk with him. And he was like, dude, second day alone with all the jam band. But yeah, it's to me, it's almost kind of like what Bonnaroo does. They have like a little bit of everything everywhere, but on a smaller scale.
Yeah, absolutely. It still has its own vibe too, because the Halloween aspect makes it super fun. It was
cold though.
Was it still kid friendly this year? 18 or 21 and over.
I mean,
No, it was 18. It was family.
Kids there.
Yeah.
I saw there were kids there, but
Yeah,
That's that's the hippie. That's the Wookieest festival most people
I
will
love
go
it,
to.
dude. You know, there's a family of like maybe they had 2 or 3 kids. I don't know. I wasn't like going sideways, but you know, the earth was tilted a little bit more than maybe I thought it deserved to, and came up on these kids. And you know, I looked at the parents. I was like, "Can I just hang out with y'all for a second?" And he was like, "Oh yeah." And he like yelled to his kid or something. He's like, "Grab the energy circle." I don't know. Whatever. Pull out like a lit up hula hoop, put it down, and he was like, "Go hang out with him for a second." I just chill with his kids for like 5-10 minutes, watching jam band. And I was like, "All right, I'm good. I'm right where I need to be, dude." And he's like, "Get back out there, buddy." It's just a nice wholesome moment, and I don't know.
Probably, you know what, too? I bet he has that experience all night long.
Yeah.
Like with people just maybe like, I just need to sit down for a second. And this kid and you guys look chill.
Mm-hmm.
Play tea for a second or something with the kid. And you're like, all right, that was fun. I'm out.
Mm-hmm. Did you get, so Tyler, you mentioned you got some comments on the hat?
Yeah. So actually the there was a couple, a lot of I love your hats, standard issue stuff. One in particular, there was a very wholesome one and one that was very nice girl. I was like, she came up, she's like, "Where'd you get your hat?" And I told her where I got it, and she was just like, "Okay, thanks, have a good night." And then she just walked away. I was like, "I wanted to talk to you more, but okay." And very nice girl, but couldn't find her the rest of the time either. She went and sat down with a group. I looked over there. Ah, okay, cool. Looked away, looked back, gone. I don't know. She ventured off into the unknown. But real wholesome one was actually it was during tape B. This girl walks up and she says, "Oh, where did you get your hat?" And I was like, "Oh," it was funny because she was wearing a bunch of knitted stuff too, so I could tell she knew her shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she was there to call me out on it, but also appreciate the hat for what it is. And she walks up, she's like, "Yeah, where'd you get your hat?" And I started like telling her, and I did get this one from Amazon. She was like, "Yeah." She like picks up things. She's like, "You see this stitch? This is a so-and-so stitch. This is just something machines make." I was like, oh, wow. I mean, that makes sense because this is exactly probably what made it. And she reached into her little pocket satchel here, and she pulls out. She's like, "This is a so-and-so stitch, and it's a little heart that she made." She's like, "I only made one of these," and she's like, "I want to give it to you." I was like, "Wow, thank you." And exchange a couple words, very nice, and then
Did you pull your penis out?
she went on. I wish.
That's the move, dude. Yeah. That's the move.
Well, it was kind of like as soon as she went to go lock that in or exchange information, she walked on. And I thought about doing one of those misconnection things that I see on the Hulaween page, but I was like,
Tyler calls it wholesome. I go, no, that's a bad businesswoman right there. If they all of a sudden my business guy comes in, I go, "You don't walk up shitting on my machine made, saying or whatever. You don't got one in your hand ready to sell me for $85 handmade. You come up to me and you say that, I'll buy it off you right now if that's for 80, whatever bucks if that's handmade."
I was not going to exchange money with my think about taking my penis out, but yeah, it was great. It was awesome.
Don't walk up to me, shit on my shitty thing, say it's whatever, and then don't have one to sell to me. Oh yeah, good old back spasms.
Colton's back hurts so bad anytime he laughs.
Yeah.
How much can we make the back hurt?
I know, dude. It's so bad.
Yeah, I just remember her walked up, and I told Tyler, "That's bad business right there. You're gonna walk up to somebody, shit on their crochet."
And I'll admit, and then again, if somehow in this grand universe she sees this, I put it in. I was wearing the fur coat, and I put it in the inside pocket, and I did let someone borrow it over the weekend, and they lost the heart. Man, I was so distraught.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah, I was never the same. I'm still never the same. That was my heart was gone at that moment.
You should have been like, "No, I keep my good handmade ones at home. I don't bring them to the festival."
Yeah. What do you think I'm gonna bring that here? Come on.
You
How are
bring
these
out the good
animals?
stuff, like you got Lamborghini octopuses in your garage or something, you know? Abby, so I figured out what Mr. Octopus, that would be my octopus.
The
Sometimes
one who inspired this one, to be clear to everybody.
have you named yours yet?
I haven't actually. I haven't.
Yeah, think on a name, because I mean, Mr. Octopus's brother, cousin, I don't know, stepsister that he finds in the dryer. So Abby went to 7 Stars and got this like really cute. I don't remember how she got the gift of it, but it's a hand. Is it crocheted or knit? Hand knitted, hand crocheted.
I think they're synonymous.
Is it the same
in a way.
thing?
Partly, I think. I think knitting is a grander
To a man,
category.
for sure. I'm going to use them interchangeably. So whatever. This cool little turtle, it's handmade from stitchings of some kind. She brought it back for me. She was like, I know you don't like merch and all that kind of stuff, which sometimes I do. Like, Dylan, I still think about the Bonnaroo tank top that you got, because you're like, you sure you don't get one? I was like, no, I'm good. Get another one next year or whatever. I think that was the last year I was there. But I'm going to put the turtle in the, I don't remember how I got on the Bonnaroo thing, but I'm going to put the turtle inside the pouch of the octopus. So Mr. Turtle is now going to be driving Mr. Octopus.
That's cool.
And I feel like there's some situation where that would be contextually relevant, and I can be like, yeah, no, Turtle's really running the show. So, it's the little moments that make the festivals happen. Probably not going to pull my cock out right after I do that trick, but I might.
Yeah, we were kind of close to the side rail for dick removal from the pants, but it was it would have been fun.
I don't know. Apparently people have sex on the rail.
Sometimes I've heard of that. Yeah,
that's what the number one thing the guy at EDC said they're looking for. He's like, really, it's make sure people are safe and not having sex.
If you're a cop, do you break that up, or do you kind of let it go for a moment?
No, you arrest them.
Oh,
people get arrested for that shit. Yeah.
Oh.
Depending on how cool the cop is or not cool, I don't know. I don't want people having sex next to me personally. I mean,
it's like you really got to time that. If you time that bad as the cop, that could really ruin your own night. Actually, like if you hesitate and then you go in for the breakup. Oh God, oh.
Well, you're assuming that the cops can like manually break this up. I feel like if a cop just says, "Hey, what's going on?" For most people,
that's a lot of men, by the way, too, mostly having sex at the rail.
No, a verbal approach would not stop the crime from happening.
What are we talking about?
There has to be a physical.
You made eye contact with dudes having sex at EDC.
I did, were leaving. And, some context to what you just said would be helpful here too, but. Coming around the corner, just two guys just going at it with a pashmina, blocking the very small space that you don't want to see. Did you see that too? Because your eyes definitely went that direction, dead on.
They probably did. They probably did. I mean, that's right after me finding a phone and just handing it to someone else and going, your problem now.
it was the same moment.
Back-to-back moments.
Same corner.
Yeah. I feel like I got to witness a really like wholesome moment. And in some ways you did too. You got to witness a really I was going to go a different direction with that, but
there might have been a little bit of love involved, Depends on what chemical you call that love, but there was love involved.
Two gay sluts getting it down, just rutting out there in the field.
Bravo to them, man. They were getting more than I was at that moment, so, hey.
Yeah, I mean, we were like stepping over dead bodies of people that were too drunk from the night.
The craziest part was how close they were to the bar. They weren't in a dark corner. They were under a streetlight. They wanted the world to see.
They couldn't have got more close to kind of like spotlight.
A security camera caught them in some way, shape, or form. That video is on a database somewhere. Just hanging out, waiting for the right person to find it.
I think you were the right person, buddy.
Yeah, it was man. Hulaween, Dylan did kind of top it up. It was his favorite festival. He kept saying, and I see why. That was definitely an awesome festival. going to all the other ones I've been to, this one definitely had the most genuineness to it. There weren't, yeah, of course you have a handful of like the Instagram people there, but it was, even if they were doing it, man, I didn't feel it. Like you didn't feel like there was anybody kind of like.
It's just way better. You don't get, you're not shoved around like you are at the other festivals.
Not a bunch of just drunk people just causing problems everywhere.
There was one night though. Was it the second night, Tyler? We were at the off limit stage. And I think when we were just him and I were talking, right? And everyone is usually pretty, no one's usually bombing through the crowds, right? At Hulaween, EDC, Ultra, like those crowds, people will. So I'm leaning over to Tyler, and I'm just talking. Mind you, we're close to each other talking. All of a sudden, I get hit back. Like something hits me in the chest. I was like, what the fuck? And I look down, and it's just this small dude looks up terrified. Sorry. He just hit everyone. He's just bombing through the crowd to get to the back, and he just hits a wall.
I think it was that Dylan and I both kind of just turned like.
We just turned and looked down. Like, dude, I'm sorry. And we just open up. We just let him go by. We're like, don't do that again, dude.
Yeah. That must be how really tall people feel all the time at a festival, though. If you think about it, like,
oh yeah,
has to be. Yeah, it's got to be.
It'd be pretty sick to be tall at a festival.
I think. Well, just in this particular position, he was obviously just bombing through and pushing people out of his way, and then he just hit a wall. And what he probably didn't realize too, because we had on those big fur coats from Burning Man the whole weekend and night, so we didn't really have any lights on. It was just dark. So he probably just saw darkness and thought it was open.
He saw an opening in the crowd and just slammed into the wall.
Yeah, I mean, overall, it sounds like you guys had a good time. Yeah.
Typical. They did have some weirdnesses. Like there was they had some weird stuff. The first night they said no totems. They put out
online, especially the rhetoric was around the security.
They said no chairs. Yeah, they got
couches stuff.
That new security, I guess, made some last minute rule changes, very last minute, and everyone was heated about that.
But by the second night, they put a thing.
They let them all back in.
Yeah, hey, we hear you. Sorry, our bad. Like, yeah,
consistency is what we're craving. It's consistency. Be all in on none of this, or like the back and forth.
The security too, obviously whoever they had hire, they don't realize that like people that come to these festivals actually read the rules.
Right.
Like, and so people were like, it did not say in your rule book you can't bring a chair in. And everyone's always brought chairs into Hulaween.
Yeah.
And they were definitely a little bit more stringent. A lot more stringent on bringing a Gatorade in, or water, or beer, than anything else. I really felt like you could have brought in a weapon more than you could have brought in a Gatorade into the festival area. Because Gatorades, a beer was what, $15?
Yeah,
$16.
They were nice, tall Wicked Weeds, but yeah,
sure.
$15.
But a Gatorade or a water was crazy too. The investors were obviously trying to get their money.
There was one guy trying to sell a standard Kona Big Wave for $15, which was
standard Kona,
just astronomical. Right in front of the beer stand, selling the Ultra Tall Boy Wicked Weeds for the same price.
Dude, your fucking Big Wave Kona, whatever the fuck. I think I'm keeping it in the fridge out of spite. I don't know how long it's going to be till that's reunited with you.
It's a good beer.
It's a great
solid
beer,
six
man.
pack. Solid six pack.
I recommend you drink it at some point, and maybe you'll.
I don't like them. I said it from the jump.
I'm going to show up and drink.
Right.
Yeah, dude. I didn't buy
I can
them.
fly out to your house and drink them whenever you need me to, man.
See, that's the type of shit you want an excuse for. Right.
Just fly back out that afternoon.
Like if there's like a Frontier or a Spirit kind of airline, that'd be
whatever
perfect.
the cheapest something.
Just a spontaneous $49 round trip flight.
Shorts and a tank top.
Yeah.
So.
Like, I know you got meetings today, but so do I. Bring them here.
If I lost my ID like I did at
Does it
UC
knock on the
Vegas,
door?
You got to go. Why did you fly here? I just came to get a 6-pack for my buddy.
Does it knock on the door? Just goes to the fridge, gets the beer, walks to your office holding like a water cooler. Just like, hey.
Dude, you know what's weird to me? In Colorado, you can use your electronic ID. You know, so you have an app that has your driver's license on it, and you can use that anywhere. Airport, restaurants, getting pulled over, any of that. I don't know why that's not mandatory for every state. Like, Colorado's clearly done it, and it works, and it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't understand why every single state doesn't just do that.
They definitely did not let me use my electronic ID to get on the plane in Denver.
Does Florida have it now?
No, I guess, but you could put your ID like on your wallet thing on your phone.
So many people. There was a lot of new Hulaweeners.
I guess it's not the same. It's not like an electronic ID.
And you're talking about for Florida. They saw you from Florida, and they were like, "No, we need to make sure you're legit." And they were,
"Who are you?"
They were like, "You need to get that." But there was a lot of times I heard people at this festival that traveled to Florida that were like, "We were scared coming to Florida. We thought this would be the people down here are crazy. This is the best time. All of you are awesome." And all the people are like, "Yeah, dude, what?" There was a lot of first timers that came this year to Hulaween because it got marketed more.
It gets so cold here.
They're like, it gets so cold. I don't know, this is Florida. I'm like, you brought it, dude. I don't know.
It's always cool when you're around people's first times.
They didn't have the trolley running this year for all the people in the back. They've usually had the trolley running.
They had the trolley stops though. There were signs saying trolley or tram stop, but never
they didn't have any
trolley for other festivals.
They didn't have that. They didn't have. They did all the fireworks and stuff for the last cheese set, but they didn't have like the parade float things that they've normally had in years past. They didn't go all out on that. Just you could tell there was some pullback, but I mean, overall, I still think they did. If they were given a budget, they still did an excellent job with their budget.
Compared to other years, Dylan, how was the stage, the main stage? Was that kind of the same stage they use?
Yeah, that was the same stage, and they've over the years they've moved stages around to perfect it. Like they use the hollow stage, not the main one, but the other one. Used to have to walk all the way through Spirit Lake, all the way back to where VIP camping was to get to that stage. And then, and that was like the second big stage, right? The second main stage. So then they would have to everyone would have to walk all the way back over to the main stage. It was a ton of walking. And so I think that's why Spirit Lake was so big too, was because people had to walk. So it was like, oh, artsy stuff here, you know? It
wasn't the main artery of road.
It was a main, yeah. So now that they've perfected, like the first year they did the setup that they have now, the sound quality was meh coming from the second stage, but they've got it down now really good. And so it's slowly improved. The off limit stage is really cool. I think everyone had that. That used to be what's called campground stage. And it was like another one of those, remember that other mini stage that was at Spirit Lake that we saw,
Spirit Lake stage
Peekaboo at? Remember that stage? Mm-hmm. Well, remember there was the other one that was kind of off on the dock, the even tinier one. But yeah, they had like this jutted out into the lake a little bit, and it was kind of like a mini cover. It was the woo woo section. That's the best I can describe it. Like,
nice.
We're all here to
love. Oh, you're talking about you're talking about the yoga studio.
The yoga studio. The yoga studio.
I don't think they even played music there.
It was everything. It was talk, yoga, music.
Everything.
All the guitar. Like it was.
I felt the crystal's energy as we approached it.
And it was great. I love that little area too. But they had at the Spirit Lake, there used to be another area that was campground. It was another one of those. And then they had the fire stage in between those. So there used to be 3 stages in Spirit Lake, and they've consolidated it down to 2.5. And I say 2.5 because they have the what is it called? The dark side of Hulaween. What was that called? It was like the big Gothic church looking area. That would play
I
music
do know what you're talking
sometimes.
about.
And that's gotten bigger every year. Dude, they had a steeple there where the steeple was hanging in the air by cables, and then the bottom part of the steeple, instead of the steeple being like cracked to the side, it looked like the steeple was just pulled apart.
Oh, that's fun.
And then it hung in the air. That was cool, the way they did that. It's cool watching that area grow from what it was. It used to be like a little small themed shed of like dark part of Spirit Lake to this, like it's like a main section corner.
It's where now it's plural. It's spirits.
Spirits.
Like
yeah.
It's called House of the Lost. That's what it was.
House of the Lost. Thank you. Yeah.
That was to the artist.
Yeah, and they always have like an alien spaceship landing area, like all these other
probing
kind of
area
elaborate stuff. Correct. Bend it over, those type of things, right? And so they didn't have those this year. It was just a little less, but I still agree. There was the spider's butt. You can get the spider's butt there.
Was there extensive webbing and some pine trees?
No, they had a couple spots where the house of Lost was pretty cool, where they had webbing up into the tree a little bit there, but there wasn't even as much like in the air stuff. Normally, had like I
spent a pretty significant amount of time in the rope spider webs.
Yeah,
I got a conversation with a person up there. Literally changed the course of my life in Tampa.
Tyler got what was it, Todd? Someone did the spider web section. And Tyler, it all ended at Tyler.
So it's just scattered about everywhere in the crowd. Just one of those moments where you kind of get distracted by something for a moment, and then your attention kind of comes back to what's happening around you, and it's just somehow the ball of web was all in my hand. I'm looking around, it's all gone. I just have a compressed ball of web in my hand.
He's paying attention to everything else, and instead of like, he's just collecting it.
I didn't even realize what was happening.
Which I feel like, Cole, that's what you would do. You'd be like, we're done with that.
Maybe. I don't know. That's funny, though. That's so funny.
I ended up throwing it and hit a guy. He's like, why me, man? What? I don't want it.
Because it comes out of nowhere, too. It comes out of nowhere quick. And all of a sudden, you're like, oh, I'm in a cocoon.
Yeah.
So one comment that you made about a lot of first timers at Hulaween. So we've seen, I don't remember the last time we recorded, but the last show of significance here was Apache. Have you guys heard of Apache?
I have heard of Apache.
Yeah. So like real, like he had an orchestra with them, but I don't know, kind of classical mixed with heavy ass EDM. And the guy behind me, there's like younger guy, it's his first time ever to an EDM anything, is what he said. And I was like, so first time EDM anything, you're seeing Apache at Red Rocks? Like you're seeing a DJ throw down with great production and an orchestra? I was like, dude, that's awesome. So I'll check in with them here and there. Man, you guys though, if you ever have a chance to see the Apache, his show with the orchestra, because it's touring around, this is the most impressive show I've ever seen. I was sitting there, I was like, is it the best performance? It's like in its own category. But the most impressive production, bar none. I mean, you had like 30 people in the orchestra there, had all the production you're looking for, fireworks, lasers, fire, RGBs, the whole floor is LCDs or whatever for the people. It's just like everything scratched it, all the itches. And I was like, this is what you want for your fucking money, man. Sometimes you see a show and it makes all the other shows suck so much more because you're like, you just took my money, bitch. It was a great show, played good music. But this dude, I don't know if he made any money on the show. I'm like, just plane tickets alone are eating you alive here.
Yeah.
Anyway, fantastic. Like, first time I had a scalp.
Yeah.
Red Rocks.
It's always nice when a show. You're right. There's always like one or two shows at a festival that like make the difference for the whole thing. That was Zed's Dead. I mean, as many times you've seen Zed's Dead, I told Joey we're going to see Zed's Dead at the because it was at the amphitheater. Everyone complained about it, because they weren't at the main stage.
Mhm.
But there was who was it, Tyler? The band that was playing. Man, I forgot the name.
It's a
Start
big
with a
name
P.
too. Big name.
Yeah.
Can't remember. They had a band playing at one of the bigger stages, and
Panic at the Disco?
No.
not even close. But thanks for that.
So
It starts with a fucking P, and they would be a Hulaween.
everyone was complaining because they're
Maybe,
like,
that'd be
"Oh,
cool
why
to
wouldn't
see
you put them
Panic
there?
there."
There's more
I
people."
saw
in
them; they were
studio."
great.
And where I was like, "Well, that's a band playing. They need the bigger stage
Mhm.
over there for it." And
Oh,
just
God.
before them was Cheese. So I was like, "Well, they can't play on the main stage."
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's fair. I mean, it's a good show. Zed, they'll give you a couple different. The first time I saw them, I thought they sucked asshole. I was like, you know what? You guys did me wrong. That was fucked up. It was also fucked up for me. I didn't know there's two of them in the band.
Well,
so
at Ultra, they did Zed's Dad at the amphitheater too, and that amphitheater's even smaller. And
who doesn't love a good intimate experience? If the crowd's not
I loved it,
fucking
man.
shoulder to shoulder, nut to butt, I love getting to see an artist on a smaller stage. Like
Parcells, by the way, Parcells.
Parcells.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a huge name. I mean, main stage, sure, but like
For this group, it was a big name. Everyone,
I guess so. So
I was like,
Jesus.
I'm going to see Zed.
There was a lot of talk about Parcells.
Going to see Zed, and everyone's like, "Y'all, you know what? Yeah, y'all." I think a lot of it was everyone go see Parcells. Yes, get
fuck out of here.
open up. I think they were
Go see
hyping up
Parcells?
Parcells to get everyone over there. But
Yeah.
there was people we met at the end of the weekend that didn't know who Zed's Dead was. I met people that were like, I don't know who Zed's Dead, but I know who Parcells is. Got to see them.
That's what I loved about Bonner. It was like sometimes you'd hear people want to go see like country. Like they came for the country. I'm like, what?
Yeah, but they're also on their 16th beer. Like, you spent a lot of money this weekend, didn't you, buddy?
Mm-hmm. Tyler, so I was kind of mumbling it out though, but I saw Panic at the Disco in Austin or Tampa. Either way, it was a fantastic show.
Very jealous of that. I'd love to see Panic. I'm going to be going to Warp Tour. Off topic, Warp Tour.
That'd be great
here in Orlando. That should be a good time.
Yeah, I've done. What's his name? Ronnie from Taking Back Sunday.
God, Ronnie.
They were coming here, and I was like, I really want to go see them, especially that new single they put out. Mike's like, I'll go with you, and I'm like, no, because I knew Abby want to go, and Abby's the type of wife. She's so amazing. She'll go, not show she's not enjoying it, but not enjoy it at all. And I'm gonna pick up on that energy. I'm gonna be like, I know you don't like this. Is just metal. Like this is not your vibe. You know what I mean? Like. Appreciate the support, but this is
You ever been like, oh, you'll love it, and you know she won't. You'll love it. It's gonna be great. Just purposely.
Yeah.
Hey,
dude,
more movies than bands, but yeah.
They got 303 planned at Warp Tour this weekend. I think like that's gonna strum a little guitar string of old times. That was a quick-lived moment in music.
We got to see Peekaboo the last night. That was cool. I've been
trying to see Peekaboo for a while.
Yeah, I've been trying to see him for a while. He mostly played his new album stuff. Mm-hmm. So he didn't really play any of his older stuff, but his new album stuff was good too. I liked it.
I mean,
good heavy bass for the last show.
Peekaboo's
heavy bass.
Peekaboo's awesome.
One show I was it was kind of caught me off guard was Born, who's normally plays like real low, heavy, bassy music, and he was pretty early in the night too, so maybe that's why he did he just did like a party set, very dancey and
I think they told him he was the opening, and he was doing a lot of like top 40.
Yeah, I was like, that's not what
he was the opening for the night for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Well, that might have been one. But that was how it was. Lenny opened up so strong, and then halfway through it started being top 40, and then area. I was like, it's time to get out of here. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Elenium
out because I think we
never saw Elenium until this weekend. I was like, that's why I don't fucking got that.
I love Elenium, depending on the set. Set.
He played all his good heavy stuff at the beginning, and then
all of it.
And he was on the main stage. I think he was the only
Rock
Might
on,
have been the
dude. You
only
get the heavy
EDM
stuff. I mean, that's
person in
almost
general.
ideal.
For disco lines, they were playing, and so Millennium was up next. This is why we figured it out later. They they had the main stage lights on.
Mm-hmm.
They were prepping for Millennium and had to get everything set up. And it didn't affect disco lines if you were up at that stage. But since we were on top of the hill, it was just bright lights all the way across the field. And so they finally turned them off, and everyone was like, yeah, and then they turned them right back on.
I think they like faded it on too. Like, no.
I know you wanted it. I know you wanted it.
Was it disco lines or disco biscuits we saw? Because I genuinely was getting them
Disco
confused
biscuits.
most of the weekend when
Based
talking
on
about that set.
It might have been biscuits. Might have
Based
been
on
biscuits.
the storyline I remember earlier, Disco Biscuits.
That's what I thought it was, but I also remember someone correcting me at some point. Like,
I remember there one of the lines that said, it's like, the government doesn't like you.
See, that's what I'm saying. It could have been someone just like me, dude. I correct people for no reason. I correct people just to be wrong. I'm out there just for the love of the game, just having conversation. I'll fucking put somebody's mind in a pretzel, and then I'm wondering if I'm the mustard sauce. You know what I mean? I feel like that was a great Disco Biscuit show, and I'm like,
one thing RJ did do is, since he was new there, people would come up and ask him where to go, and he's like, be like, "Oh, that direction." I'm like, "RJ, how do you know?" And he's like, "I don't. I just point him."
No, sir, don't do that. That's me.
Like, oh, dude, come on.
Yeah.
That's funny, but
it's very funny, but it's best when it's a dish best served when you don't know what the dish is. Like, have you pointed somebody, "Where's Robo Heart?" She's like, "Right out there."
Well, that was the thing. He didn't know where it was. He didn't say like, "Oh,
he knew he didn't." One. Abby thought she did. That's the difference.
That's right.
That's fucking hilarious. I'm like, Abby, how do you remember it's over there? It's moving. She goes, "Oh."
That's what she learned, that Arthur's moved the entire time.
Yeah, I was like, there's zero guarantee that thing's in the same spot. I can actually guarantee it's not. It's on wheels.
Oh, Tyler, remember the hands? You were like, I'm pretty sure I saw those at Burning Man. They had like these two hands.
Oh yeah,
in the middle
they
of
were
the hands
kind of like
eyeballs, and the eyeballs moved.
I'm pretty sure I did.
The old hand eyeballs trick.
I was like, that's definitely like a high-end art installation that you'd probably see out there for sure.
That's always cool to see something where you're like, oh yeah, like EDC Vegas, they had in that Scorchlands or whatever, they had it was an art car there. I can't remember which one it was now, but they had that.
Do they not have any art cars at Hulaween?
No, there's nowhere to do that. They have people on golf carts that are decked out driving around. People on the golf carts will be like, they'll be coming down the road like, you need a ride? They slow down. Yeah, too bad.
Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back.
It's just, there was people, then there would be, it was like 7 a.m. one day, and these two guys were dressed in concierge outfits, giving people, like, just two drunk guys, like older dudes, and they would like blare like Celine Dion, and we're just driving people back to their camps. Back and forth, just hammered. I was like, that, if you pay the money to get a golf cart, that's a brilliant like costume. It's just be like, all right, I'm gonna chauffeur and just do the concierge. That was funny. They did a lot of like, they used to have a lot of the trails lit up back in the camp areas, you know, the camping area. So at least you knew like this is a road.
That was like, always the sketchiest part. You know, your glow sticks that someone else put out on the trail, and you're like,
or lanterns. They would have like lanterns at least, or something, just something there. They didn't have anything this year.
On a lot of, at least the only time I went, we were relying pretty heavily on other people's goodwill with lighting. Yeah. And then batteries die, shit gets run over. Yeah. Get a little moonlight, little street light from that one lamp kind of down yonder if you just kind of walk straight towards it.
Yonder. Yeah. Dude, there was one night, someone was hanging, there was, actually, I'll wait till Tyler gets back for this, because this was funny. Tyler ignored the noise ordinance one night entirely.
At your camp?
At our camp, yeah. So there was Tom, I'm gonna tell him the your speakers in your car story. So there was one night we were we were at the Off Limit stage. I think it was the second night, and we saw a great show there. And it was kind of coming towards an end, and there was this guy that was like dancing pretty hard, and so he walks up to Tyler.
Let me tell the moment, because
Okay.
it was a very, very brief, intimate moment with this guy. Just a vulnerable man walking up to me. So,
Vulnerable.
having a good time dancing, whatever. And he just kind of walks up and he just looks at me with these puppy dog eyes. He's like, "Can I please have some water?" Yeah, man.
Anyone willing to do that too? You're like, give him water, no matter.
Dude, that man
dude.
needs
Here,
water.
Let me just prepare the little thing for you. Here you go.
Yeah.
I can't drink from the kale bag. He just starts drinking. He just goes, "Oh."
You needed
Yeah,
water.
That was a
tell it
dried
from
up
there.
tulip right there, man.
Oh man, dude, I've never seen so much relief in someone's face. And
Yeah.
he ended up.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say he gives him the water, and so the guy's like, "All right, I'm gonna go back in." As soon as he runs back into the stage, the set ends, right? So he comes running back, and he's like, "Damn it," you know. And so he's like, "Well, what are y'all up to?" And we're like, "I don't know, man. It's kind of towards the end of the night, but we're kind of figuring it out." And he goes, "All right, well, are you going like where's kind of you can?" We're like, "This way," and he goes, "Mind if I follow you guys?" You needed somebody. He goes rolling really hard. He's just like, "I need a friend to hang out." And we're like, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you know where water is?" We're like, "Yeah." We're like, "Go that way and this way." And he goes, "Can I just follow you guys there? Can you just take me there?"
He had no jacket on. He's just like, "I don't want to leave."
He has no jacket.
Like,
It's like 37 degrees out, and there's no jacket. So he's like, I've literally been dancing to stay warm. So we take him over to the water, have a whole conversation with someone there, and then he was like, "Oh, who's playing there?" And we tell him who, and we're like, "All right, let's go walk over there." So we walk over there with him, and then he's like, "Oh, if y'all want to come in further with me, you can, or just stay out here." And Tyler like, "We're just staying out here, man." He goes, "Great." He goes in. As soon as he goes up to the front, stage ends. And he goes, he's like, "Dang it, dude. What the hell?" Every time I go up to something. So we're like, "Yeah, man." He goes, "Well, what are you doing?" I go, "Dude, just follow us. We're going to go find some renegades or something."
Yeah.
So let's just come with us, dude. We'll have a good time. And so we all start walking, and we go stop at a couple spots, and we get to the renegade that we're looking for. We get there, and he goes, "All right, I'm going to go ahead and shut down."
Done for the night.
My dude's on sass, by the way. Like, he's retired.
We walked up to
cheek for any music. I don't know.
We even walked up to, there was just like this little road, and at the very end of it, you could tell there was like lights set up with a full band set up, drums, guys standing with guitar. And as we're kind of walking there, the guy kind of, and I turned, I was like, "Did you guys just hear that, the guitar?" And we walk up, and they're like, as soon as we walk up, they're like, "All right, guys, thanks. Have a good night." It's like another one.
Every single Hollywood hit, just wrapping up the night.
We find our way to Wooksville, and then that was when we discovered it's a silent disco, and even him, he was like, no.
Yeah, he's been looking for it. He was like, "Nah, I'm not doing
I'm
this."
not that desperate. That's
Man, got to the bottom of the barrel. He said, "I'm not that desperate."
it's like this has turned into a hangout night for the rest of the time.
Yeah. So we're just chilling there in the little Wookville area, and Tyler just makes a subtle joke. He'd be like, "I mean, we could just go back to my car and I got 2 subs. We'll just blare music." And the guy was like, "I mean, I don't. Could we?" I was like, "Is this an option? Were you joking?" Like and it was funny because we were like, "No, I mean we could," and then he keeps bringing it up. Like, I'm serious though. Like, could we? Like, when someone's just itching for that music. And so we're like, "Fine, let's do it." So we go back to camp, right? And RJ and Joey are back at camp. We'd lost them earlier in the night, and they're like, "Hey," introduce them to our new friend, and he's like, "All right, cool." Like, as the conversation goes and how we gabber, he keeps wanting to, like, "So about those 2 speakers." And we're like, yeah, what are you doing? Like,
Hammering it.
we just keep gabbing. He just keep edging. Like, so about those two streets. And I go, Tyler, for the love of God, get him in your car immediately.
All right, let's go. Come on, let's go do it.
So they get in the car, dude. Mind you, it is 5 a.m. It is like 5, maybe 5:30 a.m. Right? He has. We've all seen Tyler's.
We've been talking about this for hours.
We've all seen Tyler's little shitbox Scion.
Yeah.
But he's got 2 massive 12s in the back of this.
Yes.
They all get in. Quiet. It's dead quiet. It's dead quiet because he just hears a little shitbox. And I tell you what, for the next 2 hours, yeah, and to top it off, he goes till it was a sunrise set, dude.
I'm testing what I can push this thing to.
It sounds amazing in the car, but everyone else on the outside is the worst sounding bass because it's just the car rattle.
It's just the rattle of everything. Everything.
It sounds like a Crown Victoria going through E-board, dude.
Not a high or a mid frequencies escaping that door panel. Just lows and
It's dead quiet. You just hear kind of people laughing annoyingly, like, oh my God. And it would like kind of go, the in between the beats, or they would be switching songs. It would go quiet. 30 seconds later. Dude,
just hammers on cookie sheets, dude.
I don't know how we didn't get the organization. Dude, it was
that's great.
Blaring back there.
That is what it's all about right there.
It was almost like no one said anything because that's what this is what it should be anyways.
Yes.
But, yeah,
it's like
that's a natural evolution.
Just cranking it.
We just weren't ready to be done, and that was eventually Joey and RJ came and joined the party.
Yeah, Joey and RJ both joined them.
It's just 4 of us in the cold. Yeah,
it was just
bob
warm.
our heads. Sounds great in here. I think they joined because it just sounded so bad. Like, well, it sounds better in there. Let's go sit in there.
So bad on the outside.
Yeah, I know.
At one point, I get out to pee, and the bass still playing. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
You start to feel a little bad, and then you just get back in. You're like, the problem doesn't exist in there.
Yeah.
It was so funny, dude. And I asked Tom, I was like, did he get his fix? And he was like, oh yeah, he got his fix after that.
I'm gonna level with you. At least for me, I'm gonna have to land the plane. That made me laugh so hard. My back.
Well, I think that's a good way to close the Hulaween.
That was the funniest fucking shit. I'm not kidding. Like that ramped up my pain from how much that just locked my back up.
And to land the plane too, dude. Typical on the way back. We both, Tyler took off and went his, to get home to Orlando, and Joey and Tyler texted me, I just made it home. Literally about the same time. It was several hours past what it normally would take to get back home. We both stopped at rest areas just to sleep.
Just to close your eyes.
Just to get the eyes closed for a little bit.
Just a little inspection, Yeah. You want to find the cracks before they find you. So you just got to take a little look.
Just a little.
All right, we're getting back after it.
Yeah. All in all, great weekend. Great weekend. Hulaween was fantastic. Great as always. I don't care what anyone says. Even if the value in there, you could tell they gave it their all. And that's what you have to appreciate about Hulaween. It's because they give it to their all and they care about their people there. But anyways.
Speaking of people we care about, all of you. And I mean, I think we would. So
and we got
Do you want?
We're not gonna say it yet, but you're not gonna want to
say it
miss.
yet.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't want to put it out there yet.
I cannot miss it. Gotta be there. Be there, be square. Because if you're not there, you're not around.
National news, and we get to give you the news on it.
It's pretty cool. It's exciting. We'll get some answers.
Come back tune in next week on another episode of Professional Hippies.
So tired of laughing. I love you guys. See you next week.
You all have a great night.